I would like to bring in my special guest, Jerry. Jerry, are you on the call?
I'm here, Alex. Hi.
Hey, welcome to the call, Jerry. By the way, everyone, this is Jerry. How would you pronounce your last name?
Jerry Hochek.
Hochek, yes, Jerry Hochek. I just didn't want to butcher the name, Jerry.
That's okay.
He's the publisher and distributor of this great magazine. Again, trying to provide great services out there or great products. And this great magazine called the Natural Awakenings magazine. I'm looking at the research here, and you guys started in 1994, so you guys have been around for 20 years. That's a really nice stretch of time there, Jerry.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. Well, what's interesting is at a time when most print publications are either floundering or they're just dying off, along with the yellow pages and everything else that's on paper because of this digital age that we're in. The Natural Awakenings franchise, which is a national franchise, has been growing exponentially since '94. So about 15 years ago, we're going to have our 21st anniversary in January 2015. So about 14 or 15 years ago, they created the first franchise. The first magazine was started by Sharon Bruckman. She's the founder, and that edition's in Naples, Florida, and that one's still going very strong. And then the first franchise was started by Susan Wood in the Broward County area, which is Fort Lauderdale area, and that one's still going well. Susan Wood still owns that magazine. I talk to her on a regular basis, and we have about currently. Actually, no, I just confirmed the number. It's 95 active publishers in the United States, and including Puerto Rico as well. We have one out there that's doing really, really well. And so we've gone from one edition to 95 in just under 15 years. And this is a print publication. It's primarily a print publication. I mean, most of us or all of us have some kind of a website where the same content in the print edition goes online. But people just love the magazine. They like to have it in their hands. They like to grab it at Whole Foods or wherever they're getting it from and bring it home and share it with their family. And it's a lot of great content that speaks, I think, perfectly to the it's called the low-house market. Those folks that have an interest or are living a life of health and sustainability.
Well, Jerry, again, I mean, thank you for that great overview of where the magazine came from. And everyone, literally, it is a magazine. It's a beautiful full-color magazine that you'll be able to go in there and you'll be able to look at all these great topics. I mean, I look forward to each month, getting this magazine because there's a lot of great articles on there and what's been happening. I'm also looking at great products also that, you might not be aware of it. I'm looking at one of the magazines here, an organic mattress. I mean, that's also... I didn't know that there was such a thing as an organic mattress. If you think about it, a regular mattress that you find at Sleepy's or these other ones, I mean, that's completely all chemicals. That's outgassing that you're breathing in for 6 or 9 or 10 hours that you sleep, and you're breathing all this neurotoxin toxicity. So that makes absolutely sense. So, Jerry, I mean, there's a lot of great articles here and products and all, and I guess the magazine, do they do their research to find out that these are legit companies and the products and everything or services that they're providing?
Well, again, Alex, each magazine is run by, it's a national franchise. So we actually, my wife and I, Pat, we purchased a franchise, and they're all independently run. They're independently owned.
Okay.
And we, in particular, we screen every new advertiser. Just because we have an obligation to our audience to make sure that, whatever these folks are representing, whatever product or service, that it's, completely on the up and up.
Mm-hmm.
And like, for instance, or Healthy Choice Organic Mattress, one of our longtime advertisers, they have, I believe, 5 stores now, actually 4 stores in the Connecticut Ridgewood area, and I know all my advertisers, intimately. I've met with them. Broke bread with some, had drinks, or met them at the juice bar, and fabulous organic, Healthy Choice Organic Mattress, fabulous product. They have showrooms, and you can go lay down on these, and they're amazing. And you're right, there's no off-gassing whatsoever. They actually manufacture. That's the difference between Healthy Choice Organic Mattress and some of these other advertisers. They actually manufacture these mattresses in their own facility in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So there's total control. So that's the level of quality that they can expect from advertisers in Natural Awakenings magazine.
Well, and that's just one example, Jerry. I just have here have 2 magazines. And by the way, everyone, this is a monthly magazine that you'll be able to just pick up. And, Jerry, what is the price of this?
It's free. It's totally
Everyone.
Free. It's completely sustained by advertising dollars.
Uh-huh.
You could pick these up in most Whole Foods across the nation. Have it if there's a publisher in that area.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be either in the Whole Foods dining area, or there'll be a rack by the exit door. Yoga centers have them, and any kind of alternative doctors, wellness centers. Mm-hmm. Nutrition stores, if there's any left. Organic restaurants, vegetarian restaurants. Yeah. So
there's also here I'm looking at there's like workshops. There's all kinds of holistic resources. So, by the way, everyone, another way that you can get to this source. It's in our NDCSavingsClub.com. You can go into holistic and natural category, which is on your left-hand side. Click onto it, and it's the second one there. It's the Natural Awakening magazine, and you'll be able to click onto it, take you right to the website, and I'm assuming that there's also past archive articles if you missed any of them, right?
That's right. Yeah, all local and national articles, so to speak, those that are syndicated amongst all the publishers that are generated, all the articles that are generated by the Home Office, are archived online, and they're easy to share with your loved ones or friends. And the website, if I can plug it, is the corporate website where you can actually go and you can. There's a link right at the top where you can find your local magazine. That's Natural Awakenings. There's an S on the end of awakening, right? Natural Awakenings Mag, like short for magazine, MAG.com. Okay. So one more time, it's Natural Awakenings Mag.com. And you can find your digital, your online local magazine, and you can also shoot an email to the publisher and find out where you can actually get your hands on a hard copy, on an actual print magazine, and that's what people. I don't know. I guess in this age. There's something to be said about having a magazine in your hands, and people seem to love it, and we've been told through companies that have done statistics for us that the shelf life is about 3 to 4 months. People tend to keep it around because the content is good. That's I would say if nothing else, that's the claim to fame of our corporate team. They put out fabulous content that's really, even beyond cutting edge. I'd say it's bleeding edge as far as health, sustainability, green living, organic foods, all of these topics, alternative health, integrative health. They're really on the bleeding edge of all that subject matter, and it's just, I don't know. Our readers, they speak for the magazine. We're always hearing great things like, I love it. I can't wait till I just ran into somebody. I do the Whole Foods distribution in my area, which is my wife and I own the Bergen Passaic County edition in northern New Jersey. We're just across the Hudson River from Manhattan near the George Washington Bridge. And I ran into a guy who saw, the bundles in my SUV, and he's like, is that the new one? He's like, can I get a copy? And, he said, I love it. I read it every month. And we, that's the kind of thing we hear every all the time from our readers and even new folks just picking it up, because there's, it has a certain energy. It has a certain quality that you really don't see in a lot of publications out there. Not anymore, Our corporate office and all the publishers, we do this out of service to our community. Like you said, there's some, there are event listings. We have calendars in the back of the magazine. If you want to know what's going on, that's geared to any of these topics that I mentioned earlier, they're in there.
It's a holistic community. It's a holistic community.
Right.
The natural ground, roots. The ground roots community That's what's happening now. That's correct.
Right,
Grassroots.
you got it.
I was trying to think of the word grassroots level. That that people are beginning now. Like I started opening on my show for what's going to happen in 2015, and things are just going to get worse. And for me, my concern again is for weather. You got to prepare for weather. Losing your energy and having no heat and having no water and stuff. I mean, the tipping points have tipped over already, and we all know that. So we got to prepare ourselves. And I've seen articles here as well. I mean, and on this great station PRN, you can go into the station as well and pick up your resources. What I love about Jerry about this whole magazine concept is that I can physically, touch a magazine. I can flip through pages, and there's great advertising there, and there's great companies there, and there's great articles there. And you're right, I can see sitting around the home for 2 or 3 or 4 months until I get the next copy to go over it. So it is a great magazine. By the way, Jerry, I just got here, and I do get emails from our listeners. I have a lady here, Jenny from Virginia. She's asking, how can my health food store get this magazine?
Hi, Jenny. All you got to do is go to that website I mentioned earlier, and I could probably check real quick here. Let's see who's out in Virginia, right? You said, Alex?
Yes, Virginia.
Okay. In Virginia, let's see who we have. My computer or my connection's a little slow. Here we go. Okay, Virginia, I have a publisher in Richmond, and we also have a publisher in Virginia's Blue Ridge section or area. So Richmond and Virginia. So you go online again and you type in Natural Awakenings Mag.com, and then there'll be a prominent button right at the top left of that page, and it'll say Find Your Local Magazine, and you click on that, and then there'll be a list. There'll be all these different magazines categorized by state and city, and then you can click there and send an email to the publisher. We all have contact information online. We're all available to answer questions and take advertising also, and whatever you need. I mean, we're part of the community, so.
Yes. It's refreshing, Jerry. It's really refreshing to see that there is something as a grassroots, getting it out there to the community, letting people know about great programs and things that are happening in reference to healthcare, because that's definitely the next and upcoming thing for me is natural healthcare, holistic, because again, the whole thing is that there is no money out there. I mentioned that before. There's no manufacturing. There's no jobs. So what happens is that the only way that you're able to take care of yourself since a lot of people also have no health insurance either, the only way you're going to take care of yourself is take care of your health. And again, detoxify and eating right. We all know about GMOs. Try to get away from that. Have that labeling. I mean, this is what's going on, and in return, that's going to also help your health. And there's a lot of great products out there, and vitamins and nutrients and concoctions, the herbal concoctions and things that people put together. And again, like always, everyone, please do your research. Make sure that, you do contact the company and make sure that there's nothing on the internet saying negative things. But usually now, believe it or not, the FDA kind of really regulates healthcare products. They're more tougher on natural things, which is good for us, than it is for any of the drugs and stuff that are out there. But again, in a way, it's even better now to protect ourselves in reference to natural products. But again, Jerry, I mean, as you look through the magazine, there's so much things here, and eating right, and there's a whole bunch of articles here. Organics boost more nutrients, fewer toxins. They talk about that. And the nice thing of it is that in these days now, where can you get a hold of, hold on to something physical like a magazine that you'd be able to just flip through the pages? I mean, I kind of like that, and it's a nice size magazine. It's like 8.5 by 11 magazine, and each page is 8.5 by 11 full color. So again, it's a nice size page. You'll be able to flip the pages, and you'll be able to look at all these great things that are here in this magazine, Jerry. I mean, it's really an amazing program here. And like you mentioned here, that you're there helping the community and being around for like almost now 21 years, that's really great that, there is a great service like this.
Yeah, it's the first magazine of its kind, and there's been, plenty others that have, popped up, and I don't think most of them have lasted. There's a huge shift going on in just people's buying habits, and now with the internet, they're able to research. Mm-hmm. Before they buy a product or go to a particular doctor, and there's a shift to where a lot of folks are starting to be more and more responsible for their health. They're getting away from these chemicals, these pharmaceuticals, and not waiting around till they get bad enough where they need surgery. And, a lot of what we focus on in the magazine is preventative health. And, the other thing you mentioned, the healthcare industry, I had a very interesting interview with he was the director of operations. He was actually a VP at Hackensack University Medical Center. It's perhaps, the best or one of the best hospitals on the East Coast. I know they won a lot of awards. And his name was Mark Sparta, and I interviewed him because they were opening up a 112,000 square foot wellness center in Maywood, New Jersey. Now, this is a hospital, right? This is a hospital doing it. And I asked him pretty much, why? Why are you doing this? Aren't you kind of taking money out of your own pockets, because you're in the business of sickness. You treat sickness. That's how you make money as a hospital. He said, Jerry, and I have this article. I can, I could share it with you. His direct quote was that the healthcare industry, the way it is, it's not going to be able to sustain itself. Probably not even for 10 or 12 years. It's just so bloated. It's all these procedures and drugs are so costly, and in the end, they're not really helping many people get healthier or to solve their whatever their health issues are. In fact, a lot of times they're doing quite the opposite, because these chemicals, these pills or these pharmaceuticals are actually toxins to our body. They're not organic where our bodies are. So there's this huge trend going on, and people are kind of getting out of this vicious cycle of, you know, pills and surgeries and I don't know, medical devices, and they're looking to more natural means like integrative medicine and just eating right and exercising, and I think what's most important is maintaining a positive attitude. I mean, and it's tough out there because, you know, things are kind of upside down. But you know, the folks that read this magazine are forward thinking. They're typically in a higher income bracket. And you know, they're just attracted to the content we have, and you know, and they're loyal readers, so that helps our advertisers, and that's what keeps us going. That's what's, you know, made us very, very successful is this relationship that we have between us, the publishers, our readers, you know, which are very loyal, and then we also have our advertisers that are loyal because the advertising works. The readers are very engaged. A lot of them read it cover to cover. We hear that all the time, and it's probably why it's been so successful. You know, there's a good formula there. There's some elements that are really, you know, making this all, you know, work month after month, year after year.
Yeah, I see it. I just got an email from Emma from Florida. And again, this is a great station here from PRN, that I get this magazine each month, and it helps her with her healthcare needs. And that's what she wrote out. So I can see that, you know, healthcare needs, meaning that, you know, there's other ways to take care of health. And again, everyone, and Jerry, and again, that people are looking for other options. That's why the whole concept of the NDC Savings Club. Literally, this is what this is. This is a resource. Right. You can actually go right to our NDCSavingsClub.com and look at the 75 different other benefit programs we have out there, and choose and look at. And it's absolutely free as well, just like this magazine, that people can just, you know, view the magazine physically, which I love, and also our website is also. Remember, and also you can find this in our holistic and natural section, our category on the left-hand side on the website. Just click onto it, and you'll see a whole bunch of different products there and companies. And again, you know, not a huge amount of them. We make sure that, you know, these are legit, you know, trustworthy, good companies that are out there just like this. So this is all we get. We get people like yourself, Jerry, and other people. We had people there from Loy's Hearing. We also had Eye Goes On about maybe 4 weeks ago. That's a natural spray that you can use, you know, to clean out your fruits and vegetables and meats. So we'll probably have her on a future call as well. And I'll tell her about the magazine because she probably would want to advertise here because, again, it's a 100% natural organic spray, which is really great. So, but again, everyone, you can go to the site and you can see our archive shows. You heard a little bit there with Dr. Walter. Isn't it interesting about autism, right?
Yeah, I did. Actually, while I was holding for you, that was very, very interesting, actually. And and by the way, I do love the NDC Savings Club website. There's a lot of great resources on there,
right.
And you know, I'm sure it's great for your listeners. And you know, we're really happy to be part of this. You know, we're reaching
Jerry,
more people.
Jerry, I hate to cut you up, but you see how the time goes by. My time is up.
Yeah.
So again, everyone, I appreciate everyone being on the call. I thank you so much, Jerry. Happy New Year, and we'll be in touch, and we'll get our listeners on board in the future.
Thanks, Alex. Have a Happy New Year. Thanks for having me on board.
Thank you, everyone, and hope to hear you in 2015, everyone. Thank you. Have
Take
a
care.
good day. Bye-bye.